And fully operational. Salutations, class, and welcome back. It is Friday night, and you know that's always a Guilty Gear night for us, so I'll hope you stick with me as we do both the Celestial Challenge and possibly have some open lobbies along with some friends. We also have a very, very special little show and tell tonight, although for those of you less interested in Guilty Gear specific content, it might not affect you quite as much. It's a Guilty Gear related announcement. Now, before we begin, I think we can go ahead and warm up and review a lot of our usual bread and butters. So let us begin here. ETG and Decursion, welcome. Congratulations on your first stream. Ah. I think there might have been something different. Did you notice something different? Here it is, boys. So, our special little announcement here is that we'll finally be flying our own colors. Look at Goldlewis here. He looks a little, familiar, doesn't he? Oh, missed. I'm gonna have to practice that one a little bit. So, here's our little surprise. We are now getting to be Xander Goldlewis. It's not only a palette edit, there's a couple of extra little effects in here. Such as little quick zoom in on his face. I didn't hit pause quickly enough. Run it by again. So, extra little details. There's no longer a kiss mark on the glasses, instead it is the atom symbol, which you all know that I use as an Oshi mark. On top of that, you'll be able to notice it mostly on the 468s. Another atom on the back of his jacket as well. Now, this edit isn't completely done. You'll notice if we do take another zoom in that he doesn't yet have his eyebrows the same color as everything else. Funny how a few details slip underneath the radar. And his skin is a little bit pale, so we might have a reason to work on that. But from now on, since we are sticking with Goldlewis, we'll have to be flying our own colors. I will be posting up a download when we have a finalized one with a couple of little tweaks patched out. As well, it might be a while before we can tell whether or not we can get some pins on his jacket, reminiscent of what I have on my lab coat here. Now, before anyone starts their applause, this is not done by me. This is actually an edit made by one of our recent viewers. Let me grab that little shilling for you real quick. I knew I forgot something. Here we go. So the palette here was made by one of our recent viewers. It's Yaber. He makes a lot of Guilty Gear related memes and a lot of other things involving Blender. Blender Wiz himself, go ahead and give him some love. Subscribe, and all the other stuff. He's been on a couple of streams here recently. Alright, I guess that's our announcement done. 5 minutes in, so we'll practice our bread and butters. Indeed, the coffin is from Area 51, and it might be carrying a little bit of, contraband, if you would consider an alien residing inside a coffin to be contraband. He shows up in a few of the attacks, namely using the projectiles here, the 6P, and jump dust. Oh, right, and the regular standing dust, too, as well as the air throw. So, get ourselves warmed up with our usual bread and butters. Did we get the 4-3 circles? 2. That's good enough. Welcome, Klee! How are you doing this evening? So that one does actually hit. Indeed, he has been around a lot lately. And I'm actually surprised I managed to get interest from people coming off of such big videos. That's a pretty big channel in comparison to myself, so I'm awfully proud that I managed to get that little bit of clout and recognition. P2 side. That looks like a good 3-circle super. Perfectly done. Alright, we practice our corner combo punishes. Let's do mid-screen. With the 5K, and now with D2S. A little bit more risky on that one. Well, I hope you do get well soon. Go ahead and practice the side switch. And we might want to go ahead and tack on a safe jump to each and every one of these. That's an important part of our repertoire. We'll need to be able to continue Goldlewis's offense against characters that otherwise would have DPs. Let's see here. Counterattack. Set you to always wake up with a DP. Perfectly done. I'm afraid I actually don't remember who Andrew Garfield is off the top of my head, so... On top of that, I'm not actually a big movie watcher, so I might have missed some of them. Side switch off of facing right. Alright, what are we missing? Mid-screen confirmed. P2 side. Good there on the safe jump. 5K 2D confirmed. My day was wonderful. I'm always excited for Friday, and I'm looking forward to getting a lot of Guilty Gear done tonight, and possibly even tomorrow. Ah yes, another buy. Let's take care of that real quick. Get you out of the way. Yeah, robots are always in here and being disruptive to us. Ah, is there anything else we really need to work? Ah, 2P confirmed. That is one of the most important part of... one of the most important bits of execution we'll need to practice. We need to be able to confirm a 2P into a knockdown. I think in general we just need to practice our 2P side a lot more. That's a 5P, incorrect. Decently done. And now the most important part. Not quick enough. Not quick enough. Let's go ahead and bring up that input display, shall we? Damage information, input history. I'm afraid I don't know the answer to the question yet, Klee, as I do not play Genshin Impact. And on that note, Taco, I'd be very happy to fight you if we ever get crossplay. That'd be the update I'm working for. Andrew Garfield with Spider-Man ones. I've seen like half the Spider-Man movies, so possibly. Again, we can get it on this side pretty reliably. What we'll need to focus on is 486 on this side, which would also be 684 from the other side. You always need to be able to do both sides reliably. We'll need to pay attention to our inputs. Well done. Well done again. Ah, that one started with diagonal. I think that's actually one reason why we're missing them a lot. It's the blink from the ring finger to the middle finger on the top input that I keep missing. We're allowed a little bit of leeway and a little bit of mistakes to make. Ah, hitting heavy slash too early. I think that's actually what our biggest issue is. We need to make sure heavy slash is hit on the input where it is just right. That needs a bit of work. We'll practice it in a live environment. I think a good 10 minutes in is enough warm-up for us. So, let's hop onto the ladder. Yeah, I picked up a mix box solely so that I could do the standing inputs taco. And I've gotten them down pretty reliably, but I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and play this game a bit more regularly if I want to get those done right. Right, I did forget. It was such a long stream. Alright, ETG, I'll go ahead and give that video a check after this one. Although we might have another long stream tonight as well. Welcome, Bear! I have already done the announcement and the shill. Welcome! I was actually going to wait on it until we had a bit more of an audience here, but I accidentally practiced with the correct palette a bit before the stream, and he was already selected by the time I went into training mode. I was going to use the 01 palette to hide it for a bit, but something has slipped under my nose once again. Yeah, I would have been practicing with his regular palette, but here we go. I'll need my song, although if it's not on my stage, I think that's fine. And warm tea again tonight. This time, it's green tea. Needs work. We'll also need to focus a bit more on just not doing the drone every time after we get a knockdown. Alright, so practice with pressing the button just a little bit later. There we go. And there we go again. Still pressing the button just a little bit early. Alright! Before we get too sweaty, I think I'm gonna turn down my heater. It is already warm in here. Let that run. While we're in the, loading screen. Heater turned down, get in a little bit of a stretch, and resume. I feel like we might have seen this bike in before.
Mankind knew that they could. Duel 1. Let's rock.
I missed it. That's why we need to focus on that a bit. A little eager, aren't you? And I was expecting a throw. I guess I'm a little bit eager, aren't I? Drone goes out. And not quite. Had a feeling you would try to escape us. Right, we throw that. I wonder what the frame data is on that distant parry. Not quite. Ah, I saw it coming. We didn't hit the input quickly enough. Nope, you FD that. Thank you for expending your meter. And not doing it again. I suppose we could have just done the Gatling gun from the start. That would have hit her during the super regardless. Not quite. Does that bike see your modded Goldlewis Dickinson? No. Everyone sees the regular palette 02. Go ahead and drop this down in there. Ooh, nice throw. Ah, you're not gonna wait, I see. Not quite. Yeah, no, we can't invade other people's files. If this was, Melty Blood, or another game with customizable palettes, we could actually do something like that. But, alas, this isn't Melty Blood, and even Melty Blood's system was a little flawed. They only let you pick from pre-selected palettes. Not quite. Drone goes out. Right, the Escabari was 0 on block. Not quite. Excellent 6P, that's a little bit predictable. Ah, so close. Yeah, it would be, a little silly if there were mods to actually just completely make your character invisible. Not quite. And no run for us. Although we really should have just hit her out of the backdash. Not quite. And we'll get hit with the first one, but get interrupted the second time around. If we delay our button just a little bit, we'll catch her. Now there's a read. Not quite. You mentioned the name, but I have no idea who they are. Ah, so close. Welcome, Ika. Drone goes out. Hit you on the attempt to jump. Ooh, nice throw. Don't think... That was me trying to super. How silly of me. And I'm already incredibly sweaty again. Turn off the heater. Maybe it isn't that cold for a February night. Well done, Biken, well done. Ika, I did see that you were looking for matches earlier. I'm always down for some sets. Right now we're just hitting the ladder, but we don't need to. I wonder what sort of different routes we can do that lead into the minigun. Planning on popping, Nago, I see. Let me get through this set, and then I'll join you for some friendlies. If you want to get a room up, do tell me. Otherwise, we can go ahead and hit up a park. I look forward to it. Your biking is getting so much better. You and everyone else. It's a matchup I have to learn. Take this call out. He's gonna burst. Do we have enough time to block? Not quite. Yeah, I know a lot of people like to burst to keep Goldlewis in the corner. This is a frame trap. Well done. But not quite well done yet. And leaving yourself, what, like minus 17 in your opponent's stage? Face, not stage. Ah, rot. Alright. I'm going to blame that on the weird matchmaking, but if he did outright quit there... That's, well, we're not sure, ETG. The matchmaking has been having a lot of issues this entire week. Ikefe can attest to that, as a lot of the fellow VTubers that have been trying to run Strive streams this week have had even, parks not working for them. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, as this is the game I've seen the least number of salty players in. I don't know if he'd actually have a cable puller ready. Very well. Oh, no. Don't hit that button twice. I'll go ahead and set up a lobby for us, Ika. Unless you already said... I don't see a code in the chat. Right, it looks like it's on our end. So, go ahead and exit out of that, and we'll boot it up once more here in just a moment. I think it might have been on our end. It might have been our disconnect from the server. Which, what a shame. That would have been such a good combo. And start loading for me again. That definitely would be a Nagaryuki thing or a Milia thing to do, rage quitting in the middle of the set. When you hit player match just now, same thing happened. Really? Please don't ruin my entire experience tonight. I had a big announcement to make, and I wanted to play some Strive. Really hope these servers are functional. Please let it be true. Indeed, we're all going to do the Potemkin 6P and pray. Why did they give Potemkin such goofy animations on all of his attacks? I mean, in previous games it was mostly, you do have a room up. Alright, I'll be in there momentarily. I chalk up a lot of Potemkin's bizarre animations to the older games, and they did even spruce them up with this game coming out, but a lot of them are still bizarre. At least we don't have his atrocious old 5K, where he rotates the entirety of his upper body just to land one kick. Now he just does a little step with his feet. Yeah, I don't know how much of the, of Accent Core or Exard you played, but for Potemkin's 5K in this game, he just steps forward with his right foot for a kick. Makes sense. It looks a little goofy, but in the older games, he would rotate on his left foot and kick you backwards. Hold on, let me see if I can get that picture. Dust loop Wiki. And while that loads, player match. HQ6 MPU. Quick, time to multitask. Is there an easier way to just bring in an image? I usually have to save it and then upload it into OBS. And because I've already forgotten, HQ 6MPU. Indeedy do. Here we go.
Welcome.
Yeah, that's a very bizarre image to read. Let's bring that one in here. So this is Potemkin's old 5K. He's, for some reason rotating the top half of his body backwards so that it can, like... What is he doing? It's a very goofy image. Even then, he still has a lot of goofy attacks. Yeah, it's absolutely extra. All of his animations are. Wonderful house and background, I love the look of it. Actually, Ika, could I have P2 side? You go ahead and pick the music. I need to practice my Behemoth Typhoons facing left. And welcome, Kayla!
Are you ready?
Ah, already got yourself back into Celestial, I see. I'm still having my struggles. Not quite consistent enough. So, Kayla, is there anything different you notice about Goldlewis here? Ah, but that doesn't hit you on the cross-up, I see. Sure, I'll take that. Excellent reversal there. One thing I need to stop being excited for is getting my pressure in. Indeed, Kayla. We have ourselves the colors that we're going to represent. Ooh, got him. And set up. Ah, that doesn't catch. Maybe it would have with a 486. Drone goes out. Hit the jump in. And begin. Wait, that killed. I didn't see her health bar. How much health did that? Yeah, There are not any symbols, the lab coat hasn't been implemented yet. With the way the textures with the way the textures work on Goldlewis's jacket, a little eager to get my pressure started. With the way the textures on Goldlewis's jacket work, Ooh, that is so active. 11 brains to be exact. If you try to actually texture in the symbols on the spot on his shirt where they would work. Oh yeah, on the back of the shirt, and it's hard to see unless I do a certain super, but there's also an atom on the Ooh, nice one. You know, I was expecting you to parry, but you do it so little. Wasn't sure. There's one on the glasses as well. Almost. Ah, I was expecting Kabari. Wonderful. Not quite. A fake cross-up. I love it. What do you mean that jump slash didn't hit? Ooh, now that was some neutral. Wonderfully done, Ika. I'm sweating through my shirt right here. So yeah, there's an atom on both the glasses and on the shirt. Or the jacket, more accurately. Get this up, and then 486. That one looks like it'll catch air dash attempts. If 862 does not. Ah, wrong one. We do need to practice on getting that one faster. Clashing 2Ks. If only we were button mashers. I should have wake up supered. Well done. 5K. 5K does not beat your far slash. So we begin. Oh, you can air dash after that. Ooh, nicely done. Catch the jump. I was waiting for that burst. And now it's gone. These are close matches. I look forward to fighting you in tournament one of these days, Ika. Excellent throw tech. Ah, he's 6P'd, but Yozansen actually hits below him. Excellent backdash bait there. Maybe that's something I should start doing. I am so sorry about this. That burst should have landed. Oh, Guilty Gear has a lot of lore. Okay, that grab was that was completely unintentional. That was a robbery right there. Excellent defense, Ika. Unfortunately, I'm bad at doing my inputs and get the wrong attack. Oh, loser! Welcome. Ika did post this earlier. Yes, Yaber is responsible for the palette here. Let me go ahead and let's see. What is our code now? HQ6MPU. And let's bring that bad boy up here in front of my face. And I think I could afford to be a little bit higher here. Ah, the 6P didn't work. I wonder if I can so short that I can't actually 6P underneath it. Very deceptive, bringing me in there for grab range. Drone goes out. Ooh, 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 ooh. I was too excited, everything shut down for a moment there. Spaghetti. I should really react to that a lot faster. But that's what we're here for, a training session. Ah, got me out of the grab. Wonderfully done. Loser, have you shown up yet? I think Loser might actually be showing up here. Have you arrived? No, only 2 players in lobby still. So, as we were.
Are you ready?
Most of the time you'll train with computer. That is the unfortunate situation I had to grow up in, since I didn't have the internet to be playing people online. But here, I have a chance to shine. So that's what her close slash is. Okay. I had trouble identifying which of her buttons was which. Ah, miss. Hero burst. Here I am, a little bit too hopeful. I might need a towel, I'm sweating. Very, very sweaty matches. It's enough to at least block. Ooh, speaking of block. Drone goes out. And hopefully cash in just enough damage. And it's all thanks to that instant right there. Not quite. I was hoping we'd actually get a kill set up there. If only it wasn't the wall break so early. And I tried to FD, ended up getting a button. I'm an idiot. Oh, wait, the clash. That's happened before with that exact same interaction. I'll need to remember. Drone goes out. Ooh, excellent 6P there. Wonderfully done. You played in the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tournament. You haven't played Mario Kart in a while. Tournament happened, and you didn't make it to the finals. Definitely happens whenever you're, out of practice. I am too in a lot of games. Drone goes out. Attempt to intercept the air-to-air, but we really need to use JP for that a lot more. That is not the button I wanted to press. Ah, so close. Just barely. Ah, I wonder if that automatically just frame catches jumps. Or frame traps jumps. If there's just enough of a room there for it to let you jump and then catch it. You know, I should have expected different. And getting that. Oh, well, never mind. Ah, that looked like a burst bait attempt. Wonderfully done, Ika. I love being burst safe when I'm not supposed to be. One of my favorite pastimes. There is one off of a grounded counter hit, but it's very difficult to land. Ah, maybe if I did 862 that would have landed. Good sets. Are you showing up here in a moment, loser? I'm waiting on you. Ah, he did. Excellent. I'm not sure if I'm spectating yet. I don't think we've set it up. Ah, well then. I'll wait a little bit to make sure Ika can spectate us. And we should be good. I like how your character avatar also looks like your VTuber model. I'm not sure if I saw that on Ika though. But welcome to the stream, loser. Show me some of that advanced Leo tech.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Missed my button input so much earlier. Right when I'm not looking for it.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
It's not out except for influencers. Influencers have access to it. Ah, almost. First to two. Awesome. Nope, I'm not hitting a button. Not yet. Excellent read on me attempting to burst bait, but I do that a bit too often nowadays. Miss my safe jump. It might be available for a PlayStation pre-order. Ah, I'll have to look that up. A friend did recently bring up a very important point to me, and that is we want to be careful, or I'm going to be careful and make sure it has good netcode before I start playing it. Don't want another Melty Blood situation on our hands. At least that got you out of the stance. Ah, that's not beaten by 6p. Got it. You are holding on to that burst for dear life. And just when I was setting up for a grab. A little silly of me.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Missed my safe jump again. In that case, I might just stop going for it. Ah, not quite enough. Not quite. First to two. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. You saw the grab come out. Those of you watching the stream, you saw the grab come out. Thank you for the meter. I guess if you're just gonna hold on to it, I'll hold on to that life bar as collateral. It's the craziest DP. And onto the wall break we go. Craziest DP's coming out here. At least that's a decent anti-air, even if it is one of the weirder 6Ps. I'm in a good mood tonight. I'm rockin'. And so are both of you.
Are you ready?
We'd set up with the first to two. Are you, looking for a match, Ika? You did say you set it to first to two here. I'll do it. Don't think I won't. Alright. We'll rock another one after this set. Results of this one will override the previous one. Wrong one. You know, the friend I usually play with never uses that as a frame trap, so I'm never expecting it. And the minus 2D into the DP is definitely an interesting setup. Not quite. And give him the good old American football player. Played college ball, you know. Could've gone pro if I hadn't joined the Navy. Yeah, I think he's won this one. You know, I know that move is minus, but not enough to be punishable. Noted for the future. Wait, we're not done yet, are we? I'll just, let it stay as is. Ah, just barely out of range. Wonderfully done. And OTG for the KO. That is on the ground for the knockout, for those of you unfamiliar. I wonder if there's actually kind of an unguardable backward setup there. Here I am, just a bit too eager to continue my offense. Broham, if you're watching, we're done fighting each other. I've picked up all the bad anti-Leo habits from you. Nice seeing where all the holes in my offense are. Nicely done. Ah, that was me trying to do a 5p, but I ended up getting a 6p instead. Interesting, that beats out 268. And there my execution fails me once again. Excellent set, loser. Alright, let's hope the spectate here works. And thank you both of you for joining. First time fighting Leo as Baiken. Just if he's back turn, go ahead and spam counter. Nothing bad can ever Nothing bad can ever happen from that. It's not like he has a command grab in back turn or anything.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
I'll be right back.
Duel 2. Let's rock. Slap. Duel 3. Let's rock.
And I return just in time. Guess it's time for Xander to practice his work towards a commentary career here. We have a mostly even start with both of them at neutral here for the last round. There's the command grab. Definitely, a lot of the times I've been put under pressure by a loser, it's hard to tell exactly what he's going to do next. Although it seems he's focusing a lot on slash into the guard break move, which you can push him away well enough if you continue using FD. Good throw. Always saving meter to make sure that DP is safe. Excellent frame trap there, but Ika has enough meter to make a difference. A bit too close. And welcome, Ya Bear. Go ahead and line up. Maybe if I was playing a character with a smaller frame, I'd be able to jump over those close slashes. Or back turn slashes. I think maybe we can nudge this out of the way for the moment, but if someone else asks... Xander will wait down here now. Yeah, that looks about set up. Let me know if the chat is a little obstructive. You can't see player 1's meter entirely from that side. But I think the health bars up there are a lot more important. Besides, it's definitely more hype as a spectator sport if you don't know what either character's meter is. Excellent gun. I think she picked just the right neutral special. That's the setup that we see Ika do a lot, the backwards jump into an air dash and then Yosansen. I guess that does actually cover multiple angles of attack, doesn't it? Nah, I think Yosansen actually comes out ahead of her after she's doing her air dash. It's mostly used to get away and simultaneously hit behind her on the way out. Might even be plus if she hits you with the reverse side of it. Excellent throw, and here's the setup. You have the craziest DPs, loser. Unfortunately, Baiken has the craziest jump slash. Line up, Bear. Ah, Bear is here. Let's get some work done. So it looks like it trades everyone out, huh? Let's go ahead and see what the results are. Would be interesting for us to have two people kind of alternating back and forth in their paired sets, but I think if everyone could round robin each other, that might be a lot better. Welcome, ya Bear. Now it's time to see your palette in action. You know, we just do ourselves a little fist bump there. There's no window to attack after that jump age. And I only need to win once. If I get your burst at least, I'm fine losing. What was that? Cheeky little 6K. I need to look out for that a lot more. Maybe if I labbed it, I'd get a better feeling on the muscle memory to react to it. Excellent throw. Ah, missed it. The extra bounce up on the counter hits usually messes with my combos. Excellent 6B. Set it back to winner stay since there's 4 of us. Got it. And that's probably a wall break setup. Or not. We take those. Ah, loosen up. I had the right guess, but maybe not the right timing. And keep getting frame trapped. If it keeps working, don't stop doing it. I've been fighting both of them a bit too much. I was expecting you to latch onto the wall afterwards. So it is good for me to fight multiple players of the same character. Get a different feel on who everyone's different frame traps are. Wonderfully done, Bear. Just wandering around, loser. You're always welcome to a match. Okay, good. We did still get hit. I wonder how this matchup is like. Looks very interesting. Both characters both trying to be very evasive. In a lot of matchups, we're trying to get Baiken to do sort of the zoning approach by throwing out a bunch of tatami minas and forcing your opponent to approach. But right here, with Chip's better mobility, he might actually be playing the evasive one of the two. At least whenever the two are at neutral. Nice burst. And back at neutral with everyone jumping all over the place again. That's what you'd expect of the anime characters in the anime fighter. Excellent attempt to read, but I think Ika just still let go of block a little bit too early. But that one was close. See if Ika takes it back. Excellent frame trap. I hope to see you again soon, loser. You know, I always wondered how she was able to do that special in the air. It's a little odd. Not that we're not going to suspend our disbelief a lot in an anime fighter anyway. Interesting tech there, Ika. Maybe I should start jumping backwards when being pressured by that. It'll cover both options that are delayed. DP comes out. Not quite a wall break from Bear here. Interesting choice. The air throw of the century from Ika right there. Wonderfully done. Seems both of them know the matchup here. Trying to be one step ahead of your opponent. But it looks like Ika's already dealt with that one before. So what's the verdict now that there's three of us? How are we gonna be swapping out? One each. I'll say after this one, go ahead and, if you want to change the rules again to best 2 out of 3 Ika, please do so. Yeah, first to 2. We'll be fine for a little bit.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Interesting, so I don't think I can actually hit her on the slide in. I might just have to grab her. I should focus on 6Ping that, not 5Ping it. Why would I try to frame trap there? I already hit. Staring contest. Just barely clipped his kneecaps. Now Goldlewis will be in the wheelchair for the remainder of his days. Where's Faust when you need it? Drone goes out. Hit the anti-air. Not enough time. And wrong input, or at least not done quickly enough. Well, I'm getting better at that at least. And air dashing over the drone, so even it can't get you after I've been hit. No resets for me. Drone goes out, get the jump attempt. So we can't 6P the cross-up follow-up. Only the regular version. Nice little mix-up she has there after that then. You did tell me that you can 6P the Kabari on the way out, but I don't think Goldlewis hits far enough in front of him. It basically only hits directly above him, so I don't think he actually has the chance to make that trade. Yeah, go ahead and make that rule switch, Ika. What is that cat doing? Hello. What is the startup on Kabari anyway? Although it's not really going to matter looking up its frame data since it would likely come off of a blocked attack. Get in there, Ika. That was your win. Wait for an opponent and spectate while waiting.
Are you ready?
Or swap out, I guess. Guess it's learning night for Xander then. What is that cat doing? What do you want? Little rascal?
Mankind. Duel 1. Let's rock.
5K beats that, 2S does not. Yeah. I'm just a bit too slow to react to the cross-up version. Is he dead? Almost. Fly like an eagle, health of a fly. It blocked my DP, now I die. Excellent backdash there. Nice grab. Nothing is a hero burst versus Chip. I only needed one interaction to win. And that one, I decided to lose instead.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Excellent read there. I was trying to see if I could go for a Cream Trap 862 to hit any jump attempts. The one time you DP and I don't do the DP safe setup. This robbery brought to you by churning butter. And again, that is on a mix box. A bit too eager to begin my offense, I suppose. Missed my safe jump. There I was expecting the second hit of the record. Can Chip only cancel his jump K into jump K once? Excellent read on me attempting to get the burst bait there. It was obviously the aliens who hacked his phone for that piece of order. They did it to distract him so that so that they could abduct his opponent. In this case, the President of the United States of America. Here I was hoping to return to neutral. How foolish of me. I should have done 5K. I should really do 5K in neutral a lot more. It'll hit most attempts that the opponent would use for low pokes, while being a little bit harder to read than 2S, which serves a similar function, having a disjoint on the coffin. Missed my safe jump again, a little bit too eager, I suppose. Wonderful Rekkas there. Were you just trying to style on me? I fight way too many people who do the entire sequence every single time. Thanks for keeping me on my toes. Ooh, that's a way to counter 60 at round start. Funny enough, 486 is supposed to be the BT for explicitly catching backdashes. And we're going to space. If anyone was going to do it, it was going to be NASA. Here I am being stupid again. Oh, that worked. Well done, Bear. Well done. Ah, and we return to Ninja versus Baiken. Wonder if any of the other homies are around. Seems like they might be hosting their own set over there. The Weeb matchup ships his dreams indeed. Him and Anji both. Anji's crying right now. He would have loved the opportunity to fight Baiken. Now that is a conversion. Interesting, comboing off of the Yozansen. Of course, you can combo off of anything with a Roman cancel, but very flashy combo right there. Nice little combo into the tatami mat setup, which catches him trying to hit buttons. You know, one of the things I always look for in characters is good Oki setup, which is why I'm so fixated on the drone that Goldlewis uses. Maybe I should have swapped to Baiken as well, but I think we need more Goldlewis representation. Don't want that lovely new palette to go to waste, do we? Idiot's jumping all over the place, and 6B gets chipped in. So begins the schmicks. But he's not nearly as big of a Baiken's not nearly as big of a target as Goldlewis. Excellent burst. Oh, so you do it to Baiken, but not to me. It's anyone's game. Ika gonna play a little bit cautious to build up that meter, bait the burst out of Bear. All they need to do is close out this. There it is, the chip damage. You can always FD those, but it's often difficult trying to make sure you're holding them at the right time. Heck, it's risky to use FD nowadays, given that they have the blink priority. There's been many a time I've tried to guard and ended up getting a button instead, and it's only gotten worse ever since I moved to Xbox. Ika doing enough combos on Chip to kill him 2 lives over. See if he escapes the corner. Excellent setup, does the cross up into the usual Chip combo. Wonderful throw. Welcome, James. A bit late for the announcement, but you will see what has happened here in just a moment, once it is my turn on the roulette. Because let's face it, Goldlewis is a character all about gambling. Wonderful trade, and Ika takes that round. Here comes the tether combo, and wow. I guess if he has that little defense, he can go ahead and keep on a combo going for long, and it'll still do a lot of damage to him. The usual jump back into a shuriken. Chip resumes pressure. Ooh, excellent 6P. Cheeky gold burst. I like it. But looks like it's not going to be enough. Well done, Ika. And well played, Yaver. So, James. I see you did get the message. Aw. Please tell me I'm still in the room, right?
Are you ready?
Alright, my turn. Gonna go ahead and wait a couple of seconds to make sure Yaver can get in here. Yeah, make sure you're spectating, Bear. And a 3, and a 2. Ah, there we go. I see him in the background with a little number over his head. Loading screen, take a drink. So, James, the special little event we have going on is unfortunately Guilty Gear specific, but let's let this intro play out, shall we? Goldlewis's colors look a little different, don't they? See if we can get a zoom in on it. Nope. No zoom in on the glasses. In that case, I'll just have to drop an orbital laser on you, Ika. Ah, I went for the grab, but you were just too far. War crime of JS. Ooh, just barely clipped her. I wonder if there's actually room for me to super in the middle of that. Or if that's essentially a true block string unless you cross up. And zoom in on his face. You'll see he also has an atom on his glasses. And on the back of his jacket here. So we've got our own little colors to fly now, James. It is custom, and it is from the help of Yaver here in the audience and also in the fighting game lobby. He is a whiz with blenders, so he just decided to hook me up with a lovely little bit of colored representation. Stop it, Xander. You're being silly again. Ooh, wonderfully done. It's just like Xander to compliment himself for that kind of a play. The entirety of Halo 1 is Nightmare and Legendary, but it sounds like you got past 2 betrayals, Cave. Welcome. Saved when you had 1 health and no nades. That's scary. Yeah, the saves in Halo definitely don't come at some of the best points. There I go, whipping buttons again. Yeah, I wish Halo's save points would like automatically happen when you had good stats, like after you just grabbed a little health refill. Unfortunately, they'll tend to autosave at the weirdest times. We take that out. Do they spawn indefinitely? I don't know how, I don't know how the spawning works on keys. I know there's a lot of sequences that doesn't seem you can outlast since, they have both the aliens. And into the corner we go. Behemoth Typhoon size health bar. Yeah, maybe it isn't infinite. Maybe there's just way too many of them. See, if I fail my safe jumps, you can't read if I'm going to do it every time. Oh, wow, she has no health. No wonder all those other BTs were killing. You know, I think that's actually going to be a new trick now. I need to incorporate BRC into my kit, since Goldlewis's neutral and pressure are usually very deliberate. They're not bad, but the word on the Dustloop Wiki, and I think it is the perfect word to describe, is deliberate. His 6p isn't a bad 6p, but it can basically only be used for a high counterpoke. His 5k, also a decent low crush, but it has to be used for a low crush. With him having very good ways to start high damage combos off of a lot of his normals, getting a BRC and a good read on your opponent in neutral might be able to let him steal around. Yeah, that's actually how it works in this game, how they keep animations readable both sides. It's even more egregious with Viken, who's the character we just fought, who only has one arm. And the missing arm swaps sides. Really? I often find 2 betrayals to be the hardest section. Okay, I guess Goldlewis has to go for the wall break then, since we don't want people getting off the corner. Or we could just purposefully route combos that drop once we get our opponent into the corner. This robbery brought to you by Behemoth Typhoon. Turn brain off to win. Unfortunately, I am not a Leo main. Ah, so that doesn't combo. Right, Chip isn't a lightweight. Usually I'll just rob the first round. That's what I'm seeing in a lot of these matches. I'll take the first round and then I just get downloaded for the remainder. Have you gotten to the final level yet, Cave? That's a personal favorite of mine. Here I was expecting a cross-up. Spaghetti. I was expecting a burst. A lot of people will burst to keep Goldlewis in the corner where he loses. Right, we need to do what we did on that one night and just do a lot more minigun for pressure. Here I am irresponsibly hitting buttons again. Maybe I should stop trying to do 2-4-8, except off of a confirm. Well, it looks like it's turning out better for you now, Bear. At that close of a range, I think that move's actually plus 12. It's insane. A little slow, so we'll have to definitely hit par slash earlier. Cross up, cross up, cross up. Wonderfully done. I wish I had a plus 101 Behemoth Typhoon. I think actually, Burn It Down might have a ridiculous amount of plus frames like that. Ah, the DP. Just when I was ready to start changing up my habits. Goldlewis has decided to annex Chip's health bar for the US military. Yeah, the combo was over, but I needed to make sure there wasn't a wall break. The last thing I want to deal with is a Chip with meter. I'm just so used to people who keep trying to do the overhead off that. Gave his HP the NX grade. Indeed. Just staying at max range to make sure he builds the meter. Just barely out of range of Goldlewis's Mario backhand. No wahoo for him. So, we're even up to this point, yeah there. Let's see what you got for me. Oh, the spaghetti hoop. We still have a chance. We're losing our chance a lot. Wonderfully done. After like a couple of the backdashes and you staying at max range, I was thinking, wait, how do I approach this? Yeah, what I'm trying to work on, Zero, would mostly be the 6-8-4s in neutral on the player 2 side. So I hope I land in there next time I'm up. Ika, you better win this one. I need to get back in there. Batter up. Hey, we both need to learn. I need to play more patiently myself too. I get 6P'd way too often because I'm too eager to be a Goldlewis copter. Another thing I need to practice is the Drift Blue RC. Well, both Bear and Ika sharing a brain cell here with the 2K into 2D. That is such a cool combo. Ooh, grab whiff, and now Bear has the chance to take it back. See what he does with it. How do I commentate so fast? By being hyped up on caffeine. Also, I have a very severe case of stage fright, which I'm trying to get over with the whole streaming thing. Although I do liken myself to an actor often enough. I'm usually actually terrified on stage. I love it, but I'm terrified. Combo continues. Let's see if Ika does one of the legendary burst baits they're known for. Like so. The Psychic Read. Ika's definitely Psychic type Pokemon, because I've been burst baited by them so many times. I actually do fine on stage. It's just like... I love the whole performance thing, Zero. But you put me on a podium, or up there on a stage, and sure, I'll deliver my lines greatly, but my legs are shivering the entire time. Happened every time in theater class. I do great with my performance, but trust me, I'm terrified. I'm just acting through it. Neutral comes, grab, and Ika is the only person I see consistently getting such crazy air throws like that. Being Psychic will definitely let you know when your opponent is jumping. Command grab, and let's see if that carries into a wall break. Nope, just a very weird... air throw from Bear instead. Cheeky 5D, and well done. Used to take theater in 8th grade, couldn't act in front of an audience or do anything like that without your eyes watering or feeling as though you wanted to cry. You know, I don't think anyone actually gets over it. People just get a lot better at dealing with it. Ooh, nice wall break combo. Is that an upward drift, or is that a forward drift? Actually, wait, no, what I think that is it's a, PK Yozansen fast cancel, which will keep the upward diagonal momentum there. I love seeing that every time. Gun comes out, so close to the ground. Ooh, excellent 6P. Knocked Chip right out of the sky. forward drift. And just enough time to actually type that in. Thank you, Ika. Going for a burst attempt. Bear just lets it rock. And then just spaghettis the burst, but now we're back to neutral. Anyone's game. There's basically no difference between Chip having a third of a health bar and Chip having a pixel of life. Excellent block on the cross-up, but hit by Chip's returning pressure. Throw comes in, and now it's just a matter of who blocks what. And an excellent burst read from Bear. There he goes. So let's see who takes the set. Excellent start from both of them. Ika currently getting the advantage. Ika respecting the DP on wake up and going ahead and blocking. We'll have a lot of staring contests in this match. It is definitely interesting hearing it without the dragon install. I think the biggest part of that is the whole explosive intro to the song. I can't believe Chip is dead. Viking has committed murder once again. Jumping around. There goes the double 5Ks. I guess he can only cancel that once. Either that or maybe Chips have a little bit more patience and brain than Ramlethals. I usually see Ramlethals just mashed JP whenever they get one to land. Excellent throw off the PRC. The usual Ika escape, air dash into Yozansen. If it works, don't change it. Excellent blocking, the FD comes out, and the air dash read. Or that might have been just a regular jump read. Once again, we're down to a 2-1, every single time. That is the most cathartic feeling indeed, Zero, whenever I can get a 684 out on the Ramfall. One of my VTuber friends is a nice Ram player. I don't know if they've actually shown up on stream yet. Excellent combo to finish off the game from Bear. Rock and roll. Once again, I'm somehow on player 1 side. I guess I'll get in my P2 side practice later. And no, I'm not going to disrupt the flow of the matches just by swapping every single time I'm put on the set. Who's pinging me?
Mankind knew that they cannot change society.
So instead of reflecting on themselves, they Behemoth Typhoon. OTG, knock him away a little bit. Pretty sure there's not going to be a hero burst here, so I'll continue my pressure. Run up and grab, because I always try to react rather than predict, and that is my issue. You know, previously I said if we got a Rev 3 with rollback, I'd drop Stride completely. But Goldlewis is just such a cool character. I don't think I could do it. And excellent 6P. I shall respect your lack of hero bursting with my lack of hero bursting. Of course, there's nothing saying... No match robberies here. Got it. People breakfast? What? Ooh, there's the burst. That is not something I can grab. Maybe if I did a different attack. Or if I did an FD, I might have actually been able to get him with that. Rollback KOF 13 would be incredible, definitely. Wrong button for me. Maybe if I got a close slash, that would have worked a bit better. Get this machine out of my classroom immediately, and goodbye.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Behemoth Typhoon. Still need to work on my safe jumps a bit. And reading the command grabs. I wonder if Goldlewis could have actually done a decent little air dash off that. Or if he could actually cancel it into a BT to adjust his landing time. Indeed, the patient play is definitely what's taking me, as I'm expecting you to dash back in every single time. No chance to JK here. I tried to jump, and wonderful catch on that. Hot take, Strive is just a Rev 2 downgrade dressed up. I think Strive is actually going in a fundamentally different direction from Revelator. I wouldn't call it a Rev 2 downgrade. I do like Rev 2 more than Strive. It's just Strive is popular and has rollback, so the online's better. Mechanically, I like Rev 2 a lot more, same as a lot of people. But Strive has a completely different design philosophy. Rev 2 is indeed goated, but it's not a downgrade from Rev 2 because it's nothing like Rev 2. Although I guess that depends on everyone's definition of what a downgrade constitutes here. Interesting little tether pulls here. See if Bear blocks it. Nope, Chip is dead. Yeah, I do like Rev 2 more, but they're... Yeah, that's definitely a downgrade. I don't think King of Fighters actually changes its mechanics very much. Usually uses a lot of the same design philosophy. But, like Rev 2, KOF 13 is goated, so I'm not really sure if they're gonna do anything better ever again. Wonderful throw from Ika. Suppose it was already on the way out. Viking looking a bit stunned as to how that came about. Excellent parry from Ika. And that removed half of Chip's health. Yeah, Uniclear still has horrible netcode. I wish I liked that game. I definitely love it mechanically, I just haven't really been able to get over the character crisis. For some reason it seems every anime fighter I play, I get the biggest character crisis. Never really happened much with Street Fighter or King of Fighters. But anime games, I just can't fall in love with one character more than the rest. You know, I always love seeing that one too, the double bounce off the wall with the Alpha Blade. I think that one's actually in effect after a recent patch. Excellent anti-air bait from Yabare, continuing his pressure and using all of the RCs from that positive bonus. Ika just blocking the corner forever. French Bread said, for each new edition, they slapped a random word and letter on the title of Under Night. That's right, wasn't Uniclear actually just like EXE latest clear, or was it EXE clear? I can't remember. But that's the usual anime fighter fashion. Gotta have as weird of a title as possible. In fact, I would actually say that it's implemented very poorly. Sure, it's a cool, flashy title, but for the longest time I had trouble figuring out which was the order of BlazBlue games. Made even worse by the fact that each edition starts with the letter C. Yeah, Ika's legendary. If you're not following them on Twitch yet, Zero, they've actually won a number of the VTuber tournaments for Stride. Ika, I'm going to plug you whether you want me to or not. Let me see if I can root up that little Twitch URL.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Snoop through here, and where am I looking? There you are. Welcome, kid. We're running some friendlies in a lobby right now. Code is in the bottom center of the screen if you'd like to join. There's Ika Faye, the biken that is fighting along here. Very, very good player. Used to play Ramlethal and actually won our VTuber tournaments quite frequently in first place. I think twice. Very, very good player. Recently picked up biken, and as you can see from the golden card, already got back into Celestial. Of course, Ika's probably been playing way more than me.
Mankind.
And if I was not immediately playing, I'd go ahead and plug Bear again. I'd have to take a moment to do that. Drone goes out. Nice catching the jump attempt on me there. I guess I don't have much variance there, do I? Ah, not enough time to get in the grab. Welcome, Issa. I see you, might be enjoying the new drip. Yeah, show off that jacket, Goldlewis. So I can't 2K that either. Right, that setup doesn't work. It has to be 486. Do I have enough time to RC? No, I think it comes out before I can get the RC. I see your questions, kid, but I'm not sure what it is that you're questioning. Focus, Xander. Drone goes out. Why did I 5k there? Not the best choice of moves. Oh, now that is a 6p right there. Wonderful parry. Ah, and the 2k came out. But I didn't have quite enough frames. Okay, so they can tech up way too high that I can chase them, so I guess we're just gonna leave that out of our attempts to do. Yeah, if we get the wall break, go for it. Ah, if only I got it out a split second earlier. Wonderful neutral there, Ika. Making sure I can't get close enough to Behemoth Typhoon.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Yeah, Ika's a wonderful player. And a fellow VTuber, actually. With the most godlike air throws and burst baits. In fact, if you could actually air throw bursts in this game, I'm pretty sure it would have happened already about a dozen times versus Ika. There's a reason I tried to avoid talking while fighting, because I stopped paying attention to my health bar. The one which Ika has elected to delete. Oh, you can always count on more Goldlewis. Right. 6p that, every time. They're not coming back down. Also need to be a lot more careful with the close slash, as you can see that crossed up there. Goldlewis's hitbox for that actually reaches pretty far forward, so there tends to be a lot of cases in which... If only I saw that clash coming. Saw the cross-up coming, did you? Like so. You can see how far forward that close slash reached. Interesting mix-up there. The jump slash would have hit a jump attempt from Ika, but whiffed on the parry. Ika rarely ever does the parry there, so it's kind of interesting when it comes out. Indeed, Rokushi. Welcome. Ah, not quite. Go for the staggered throw. Hey, watch me try this anti-air again. Now that I'm finally learning, you're mixing it up. That would have hit even if I got it unbuffered. Welcome, Rokushi and Julius. I don't think I gave you a formal hello yet, even if I might have responded. Excellent throw. And here comes the schmicks. Burst. And the psychic burst bait again. Just barely enough time to block that. Ah, just barely. Ah, blocking high and then end up getting hit with the low. Ika being very intelligent with the play there, making sure that I'm the one who has to approach when I'm lower on health. Okay, that was weird, on both accounts. I wasn't expecting the close slash to miss there. Alright, quick, while we have a moment. How about I move me back over here in the center? And, for those of you inquiring about the mod, the color palette here was made by Yaber, one of our other viewers, and a maker of wonderful Guilty Gear related mods and other Blender shenanigans on YouTube. And also here in the lobby with us tonight, here to celebrate. I wish I had alcohol. Maybe tomorrow night. Maybe drunk gear tomorrow. Gotta apply those colors. You know, one thing that actually took way too long to notice was how Goldlewis also has a little stray bit of his hair dipping down in front of his face. Like yours truly. I don't think I've seen that wall combo before. Bear being very intelligent and making sure not to get the wall break there. After all, a reset to neutral is the last thing they'd want. If only that was a 5p. Interesting interaction ducking the shuriken with the 6p there, but no result. Welcome, Z. Do you like the dread? Okay, so I can 2p that on Wake Up. Noted. And goodbye. Or I could just completely drop my combo. Throwaway. Or not. Sure, we'll rob this one too. How you doing tonight, Z? There's the burst, wonderfully timed after my safe jump. Well done there. And a wall breaking, here we go. Don't think I won't 684 at reset. Bear backing off and doing just the thing that is necessary. It's wild, those BTs are like plus 12. The best one, which I seldomly get a chance to use, is actually 842, which I think is plus 17. Welcome back, Psycho Boost. Of course, if you're already subscribed, you're going to be led here by your recommendations again. Anyway. Was that a grab attempt? Welcome, Hosino. The command throw. Alright, start again, and get anti-aired from my cheeky jump fest attempt. I'm gonna burst this. Excellent bit of patience. It actually requires me to completely change up my maneuvers here. Wonderful safe jump. Not even a button needed to be pressed. Wall break comes, and I'm just gonna have to block whatever this mix is. Or not. There I go, 6ping at just the wrong time once again. Wonderfully done, Bear. Ah, the set's not over yet. I'm coming for you. There I go, trying to plink FD again. Focus up, Xander. Hoover comes out right when I'm trying to get my advantage back. Very well. You know, I see it coming, but I don't yet have the muscle memory to remember to jump. I'm always trying to backdash those command grabs. You know, I'm in the mindset of trying to switch block and normally doing a low block in those cases. In that case, I was already high blocking, so when I saw the overhead come out, I swapped to low block. Yeah, we take those. I still need to figure out this matchup. Although it's basically the same as Potemkin versus Chip. I just need to win once. And now it's Ika's turn. Ika, fellow VTuber, and a very, very good player, versus Yaber here, who is responsible for the wonderful drip you see me wearing today. Or, more accurately, Goldlewis. You see, Goldlewis is such a fan of my streams that he decided to style himself like me one day. Excellent throw tech, another thing I recognize Ika being very good with. The ever so legendary jump H from Yaber, and let's see who's... You can see basically everyone jumping around again. That's usually how the neutral between these two characters is gonna happen. Calavera, welcome. We're running some Strive sets. Yes, indeed, code is in the bottom center of your screen. Open lobbies for all. Running alongside Ikafe, another very good player, and Yaber here, who is... well, you'll see in a moment. I'll be trading him here very soon. Interesting kind of game plan similarity between the two of them. Chip trying to occasionally toss out a shuriken, and Baiken trying to toss down the Stamimans. Defensive projectiles rather than offensive ones. Well, Baiken's projectile is so good that it can be used both offensively and defensively. Out comes the hook, and Baiken has successfully kidnapped the future president of the US. I don't know that I've seen you yet, Calavera. Welcome, and a pleasure to meet you. I look forward to fighting against you tonight. Interesting, the tether was still on him after all that time. I wonder if that actually changes his motion in any way. The usual Ika escape, jumping out with air dash Yozansen. Drought combos, a little bit spaghetti from both sides here. And an excellent air throw. I wish I had the mobility to pull off reads like that. But you'll see there's been a lot of times where I'd go ahead with a dash with Goldlewis, and I still can't catch up to someone who's backdashing. Even though I know they're mashing backdash. And Yaber brought into the corner with an excellent confirm from Ika. Into the usual wall break, and there goes his entire health bar. Ah, losers returned too. Wait, hold on. Never mind, hold on. Who am I thinking of? I've met a lot of friends that I can't yet place the names with. I recognize Loser, but a lot of friends in Vodum's server have been bringing in a couple of other friends to play. And I haven't yet, if I haven't seen them VTubing, I don't think I remember their names yet. This set is just a... oh, never mind. Bear with the comeback. I wonder if you can actually Kabari H from that range. After Chip expends that super. He always ends up on the other side of the screen. So it's an interesting escape tool, so long as your opponent doesn't have the mobility to catch up. You bear with the comeback, and does it kill? It does not. Just barely. The wake-up cross-up that Chip is always known for. I actually didn't see how much meter that Ika had. Gun could have definitely worked. But after all, Pope Eddie's nerfed. Staring contest in the air. And does he block it? He does not. Chip's health bar gets deleted. Nice read from Ika. You know, I really should get a hydrate routine, so that my chat can remind me when I'm not keeping up with it. And command grab. I don't know that I've ever actually successfully jumped that from Chip. At least not from a good Chip. Excellent conversion did not drop the Kabari part of the combo, as I don't think Kabari H would have worked there. Interesting cross-up, which Bear uses to rob it. Wonderful comeback there. I didn't see yet. Did you hop into the lobby, Calavera? You are welcome to join. I think Loser just showed back up again. Alright, I must have missed the notification. That should leave us back with an odd number of players, which is usually the best way to run these sets with. Gives everyone a chance to rotate. It's kind of funny, I've noticed in some sets with friends, if you have everyone on the same cabinet and there's really wide matchup spreads, then it sort of eventually evolves into a single rotation where everyone's just kind of running into a rock, paper, scissors matchup with other players. Make sure to line up for the cabinet if you want your spot in.
Are you ready?
And rock and roll. Those of you on the YouTube side, what do you think of the thumbnail? That one gave me a good laugh to make.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Watch me 684. And try to play neutral a little bit more patiently. You'll have your chance soon here, Calavera. Should have seen the burst. It's usually coming there. But I'd say better to just let it rock. Ooh, excellent 5k there. Will it kill? Whose win is it? Hello. I'll take the robbery. That's a clean 50%. In just 2 interactions. That might have been 3. Whoa, that character is absolutely terrifying.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Ah, that was me actually trying to run up for a 2p rather than a 6p. And I already was recalculating everything since I didn't expect you to burst. Yeah, health is not something Baiken has, despite the wonderful offensive and defensive tools. Ika's got the read on me. No 5p for me. Just seeing what works, but I don't think we're leaving this corner. Wonderfully done. And all off the hardest read at the start. No conversion from there. While I'm blocking the cross-up, I'm not yet reacting quickly enough to get the grab. I saw the jump. Was that going to be a burst bait? Did you lift me off the ground with that? If so, that was incredibly clever, as I was inputting a super there. I gotta think about that one.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Okay, there we go. But again, we need to practice our 2p into 684. And again, if we're set back to neutral, our bar slash actually loses to Baiken's. I think Baiken might be a frame faster. And here we go. I'm gonna block if I throw out a -1, pretty much every time. Miss my throw, and Ika punishes that with their own. Not quite. Excellent parry. I need to remember to 6p because you're fishing for a jump slash in every one of those cases. Reminds me of Mitsurugi in Soul Calibur, whose backstory is literally that he was a samurai who never lost a fight until someone just outright shot him with a gun. And he eventually tried to figure out a way to samurai his way past that before giving up and saying, heck, I'm going to be a samurai, even if I get shot for it. Welcome, Calavera. And a Mei player.
Mankind knew that they cannot
Hope you get a chance to fight Kuma sometime, another fellow Mei player.
They blamed the beast, heaven or hell.
So always remember, if a samurai is throwing tatami mats at you and cutting you up with a sword, just shoot them.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh, right, because I do not yet have an SSD in 2022. We're always going to have a little bit of hyperspeed at the beginning of the match, since I don't load in as quickly as everyone else does. Got one on the way. It was brought to my attention actually in one of my recent streams how necessary that is. Yellow RC into a wonderfully done throw.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Excellent 6P for the Tatsugeki check. There's the overhead, and Mei wins the mashing competition. Footsies, it's always struck me as ridiculous just how much airtime Mei can get. Mei's jumps are some of the best in the game. And another reason I tend to have trouble fighting her, because she can get up to the top of the screen where Goldlewis can't touch her.
Duel 1.
You are indeed welcome for having the opportunity, Calaveras. I actually usually try to host some sort of lobbies, but usually we don't get enough people showing up, so a formal thank you to both Bear and Ika. And Loser, who should be joining us momentarily. %. Mei also has absolutely no health. Maybe that's why I couldn't play that character. I need to be able to get away with a few mistakes.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
That is 3 on the Dolphin counter. 4. And then a counter hit after the dash. Set the room rules to infinite rematch and you can just manually swap out. Sounds like a wonderful change. So it doesn't switch people. Indeed. I might have a bit of trouble as streamer here is going to be dividing his attention. So do remind me if I accidentally stay on the set a bit too long.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Wonderful frame trap. And Chip is about to die. Goodbye, Chip. Solid, what was that, 90%? Oh, it's Chip. He's going to die. Take a shot every time you hear Tatsugeki. How about tomorrow night? I think I actually will gather some alcohol and we can do a Drunk Guilty Gear stream tomorrow. Tatsugeki. I wonder how the Goldlewis Mei matchup is. It's probably not that bad. I've heard from some better players that it's a roughly even matchup, or even Goldlewis favored, since Mei is a flying hitbox but is not disjointed, like the coffin that Goldlewis carries around, which in itself is a flying hitbox. But that one's disjointed. So Dolphin collides with the coffin, and coffin wins every time. However, the personal matchup, Xander versus Mei. Well, that is entirely the reason I don't play on Korean voice, because I hate how Korean Mei sounds. Incredibly squeaky and obnoxious. And there's just a couple of English voices that miss. Although, me being a Goldlewis player, I suppose I am privileged that no matter which language I pick, they're all going to be 10 out of 10. Every single voice for Goldlewis is perfection.
Duel 1.
Do remember to swap out. I don't know if we're on the right set yet. Maybe I could keep count on who's winning or losing. Yeah, Bear dropping the pressure, and here comes the wall break. Oh yeah, Korean Kai is definitely the best version of Kai. The absolute screaming he does with his supers. You know, one of my friends is trying to pick him up. I think I'll tell him to go ahead and raise his power level a little bit by using the Korean version. There's an idea for tier list content. If I'm going to be doing clickbaity tier list content, go ahead and drop them with a voice acting per character tier list. Interesting combo there. Chip just about ready to die. Yeah, he says ride the lightning like you insulted Dizzy. And we saw what happened to Soul last time that happened. What is going on here? Ooh, 2K checks that. I guess she really does have a deceptively large hurt box. I should start doing... no, maybe 2P isn't the best idea for Goldlewis. I wonder if Goldlewis's 5P can actually contest Mei coming in, because he needs something that reaches far out horizontally. It's not likely that I'll be able to hit Mei with a 2P on the approach every time. Although I've heard Goldlewis can actually just reach after a fast Totsugeki with 684. Is that actually minus 12? Dust Loop. Wiki. Take me home, where I can read all of the frame data. Aha! Interesting miss on the dust combo there. Guess that one doesn't work on Mei. Slash horizontal dolphin is minus 5, so not something immediately punishable with a not something you can immediately punish with a BT. I was fighting a friend the other day and was actually getting destroyed because they backdashed after every Totsugeki. And me every time I tried to punish with 684 like a lunatic. Ooh, here we go. Chip says he's not taking that whatsoever. He's not going to lose his entire health bar to a dust combo. Only about half. To 2 whole hits. Nice block, but hit by the frame trap. Because Mei still seems to be plus after all that. Do watch the match sets though. Go ahead and once this set is over, or this round, I think we did play 3, so it would be time to swap. Excellent grab bait. And Chip has just been murdered by a small Japanese girl. Waiting for the opponent. I think someone would have already backed out if it's giving me that message. First to 3 unofficially is what we're doing.
Are you ready?
I don't think we're swapping out like that, are we? Weird how we ended up in this situation again. Yeah, it apparently still swapped both. Go ahead and tinker with the rules a bit. I'm gonna go ahead and stand up on the cabinet. Let me have P2 side, since I still need to practice that one more.
Are you ready?
Go ahead and let me know when you've updated the rule set here. And I'll go ahead and start the set. I know I usually miss it, since you have to actually hit accept rather than just back out of the menu. Yeah, the lobbies are still very confusing. I miss the Xard ones. We had another viewer earlier talking about how Xard was goated, and yeah, I think the Xard lobbies, and by extension, the Grand Blue Versus lobbies were the best that they ever had. I didn't like what they did for DBFC and Crosstag, where they tried to make the menu systems the lobbies. That's a little, too weird.
Are you ready?
I liked Grand Blue. I wish it had rollback. Actually came out at just the worst time, because it missed its chance to shine. Especially since it's only working offline. I'm gonna go ahead and start the set regardless. Just who is pinging me? I did not ask to be pinged.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society.
Be careful with the stage choices. My computer is starting to move over the potato line. So I might have a few frames drop if I'm playing this while streaming. But, welcome, Calavera. Meet Goldlewis with the drip, although you might not be looking at the stream right now.
Versus Goldlewis. Duel 1.
I thought about it. Or I could just get a better computer. Gold burst, of course. Really? And that wins. Right. That's insanely plus. But it is still throwable. I wonder if I could have actually finished that one with a super. Ah, the float! The float off the counter hit always messes with me so much. Luckily, me playing like an idiot worked out this time.
Duel 2.
5k. I was expecting a burst. There we go with Goldlewis' 6p being the weirdest button in the game. Could I get a hitbox directly above me and nowhere else? I can hero burst this. BRC to catch the dashback. Backdash. It's not called a dashback. I miss flashbacks. Wish they actually worked though. So that beats Goldlewis' best button. Right, no way I'm gonna be throwing that after an FD. See, that only takes a third off of Goldlewis. Something that would have absolutely murdered Chip. Really, my flying hitbox does not beat this flying hitbox. But there I am rushing in trying to do a foolish little helicopter BT versus 6p. Ooh, hey, caught her with the drone. Do it again. Oh, so I throw and then it was the command throw. Okay. That makes a little bit more sense. Here comes the schmicks. And is this our win? Indeed it is.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Just a few frames too late. You see how many times it misses an attack. Oh, please buff 6P, make it a button that exists. You will respect my pressure. Guess that's off the cabinet then. Does that kick me off? No! Actually, I think that one works. GG's, Calavera. Have you met King Kuma yet? You two should play some sets. You're both Mei players and might have some things to learn from each other. Bear VTuber. No, I don't think so.
Mankind knew that they cannot change. Duel 1. Let's rock.
That's actually one of the reasons I play Goldlewis. Is just for the feeling of power I get from landing that ridiculous execution barrier. Run up DP. Never fails. And I should remember, 4-2-6 basically always wins there. That's the one I should do. He might have raided you once, indeed. Don't DP. And that beats the best button in the game. Actually, no, I don't think Goldlewis's JD is the best button ever since Viking's JS got added. Both of us missing our inputs. You know, I'd like a win animation similar to Potemkin's XR Rev 2 instant kill in that case. Just, knock Soul through the other side of the planet. I stream Strive once a week, but given that it has been my, most successful content lately, I might do it more. Indeed, I am having fun. Welcome. Still can't roll my R's. Never will. Aaron. Aaron. He's not taking a ball break. DP the instant you see the PRC come out. Catch the jump. And around the world. Get him. I might do stream more, stream Strive just since that's what's actually gotten me so much traction on this channel. GG's indeed, Calavera. In this Behemoth Typhoon, Soul Bad Guy gets murdered. Yeah, I'm probably gonna guarantee a Strive stream every Friday, Aaron. And possibly another chance during the week. Right now, I'm still celebrating getting 100 subs. Always respect the DP. Of course. I will get out of this corner. Even if that means I have to expire first.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Of course, he's not going to respect anything. And I just gave him that clean hit. There I was expecting Fafnir once more. Well, that was brave. But that's my fault, as I should have been able to win that. Wonderful burst. But not quite. Yeah, I've gotten used to getting vortexed so many times by one of my other sparring partners that I look out for it pretty often. It's sort of a primal interaction. Uh-oh. Don't think I won't. Here's the coffin. Get in. Bury him upside down. Oh, right. That's already 3 sets. So, swap. Welcome back, Ika. Please kick me off this cabinet. I need to go get more tea.
Are you ready?
I think you might have. You got so close. You got within immediate coffin distance.
Let's rock.
Aw, how did that miss? Now I'm sad. So sad that I missed that grab opportunity. Now my plan is to not accidentally hit first. Catch the backdash. I got the burst. I think we'll work. Nicely done. But what if I... The burst of dreams. You know, that's a fighting game archetype I didn't know I wanted. Big body with a disjointed hitbox. Does that actually exist in other games? We might be onto something new here.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
I need to stop getting into the mindset of jumping every time I jump once. You'll basically see that I never jump dust once. Really?
Perfect.
Guess I was still landing. Who was it that made a video about that? Wasn't that you, Bear? About you can actually hear the sound effect of Baiken spitting out the leaf in her mouth there. Someone made a video on that. And rock and roll. Missed my safe jump. Yeah, your videos are actually in my recommended feed, and that was before you showed up on the stream. I think you can actually hear it. I mean, I might be able to hear it only because I have the music turned down. Excellent reads on the burst there. Perhaps I'm a bit too eager to get them. Yeah, if I actually get it started with the 486, I need to remember to follow up afterwards, since I'm not going to be able to get the full combo that I want off of it. And Baiken still has absolutely no health, so I'm still surprised every time he gets that murder with the BT. 1-1. Here's what it all comes down to. Haha. Ooh, nice one. Again, 486, I need to remember that. You know, I saw the instant overhead coming. Still didn't react to it in time. Really? Still the weirdest 6P. Wall break I go. Sure, let me BRC for my opponent so they can get a cleaner read on jump/hitting. Baiken just wanted to pull Goldlewis closer one last time. Again, 6P that. Block. And begin. Ooh, excellently done. I should really BT into BT more often. There's a lot of times I'm just trying to do a BT into close slash. Excellent read. Or maybe it doesn't have to be a read if you have a button that's that good. Ah, that was me trying to BT. I knew it would be the backdash. I even waited. Excellent throw. Here comes the waiting for the burst. Ah, excellent frame trap. There was no way I was bringing that one back, though. I could probably have only gotten a, poke into a, Probably would have only gotten a poke into a knockdown. I would have had to have about 3 more interactions in order to get something in. Wonderful pressure, Ika. And now I can actually go grab more tea, so grant me a moment.
Mankind knew that. Duel 1. Let's rock. Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock. Slap. Duel 3. Let's rock.
La-da-dee, la-da-doo, la-da-da. Huh, let's make this a little bit smaller, shall we? Marginal. There. Still very readable and less obstructive to my ever so gorgeous face. Now, did I miss anything? Apparently Bear getting destroyed first round. Oh wow, was that the full set already? Or did I just randomly lose connection and that's it? Ah, I left too early. Well, we just get to sit here and relax. I think I'll actually go ahead and cut off the stream in about 10 minutes. It's been about 3 hours, and for such a heavy week streaming, I'll try to conserve some energy and see if I have some left over for all of y'all tomorrow. Now, let's start thinking about next week. Seems we have a relative tie of votes in here. People don't have their strong preferences yet. Interesting that I've actually gotten more traction here on Twitch tonight than on YouTube. Usually it's the other way around by a wide margin. Stretch, posture check, and we'll see what I can do about a few more sets. Given that they're strive sets, they'll probably only take about 2 minutes each.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Why is it still not playing my song? I don't use Goldlewis's theme, I use Six Black Heaven's Guidance. Ah, 684 would have hit. Well, hello there, Unbuffered 486. Excellent VRC. And get the KO. No chance for me to rob this one. Rock and roll round 2. Okay, that's a mid. Noted. And I'm getting destroyed. Wonderful RC.
Perfect.
Of course, where else was I going to do it? Obviously on the counter hit. Ah, I can hear it. I can hear the sound of her actually spitting that out. Maybe you can too. I have my music volume turned down, which might be a crime for a Guilty Gear game. Rock and roll. And here I am being greedy and not looking at my opponent's meter. Wonderful super. I should really just expect the burst every time. A little bit deliberate there. I should have actually just blocked a bit. Waited for a whip, and then we could try 684ing. Ah, looked like it hit on my screen. Ah, that was me attempting to BT, which probably still wouldn't have won. And super we go.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Yeah, Viking's just been turned into a thin red paste. $6p. $6p. Stop 5p. Excellent read on the jump dust there, just running out. I suppose I have gotten a little complacent, haven't I? And not pressing par slash early enough. Me trying to do something different, but still falling into the same habits I always did. Wonderfully done. Indeed, I will go for one more of my rotations in, and then I'll go ahead and end the lesson for Friday. Oh wait, Bear, did you leave? Seems so. One more best of 3.
Are you ready?
Posture check. I'm gonna need to go all out on this one.
Duel 1.
Push up the glasses, and here we rock. $6p. $6p, Xander. Excellent gold burst. I'm being silly. I guess I'm at the point where I'm predictable and going long enough in a set. Interesting setup there. There we go. Ah, missed my setup. I suppose I should have BRC'd at some point in there. That's one of my issues. I play Goldlewis, and I'm a character I'm a player who tries to be a bit too patient. Patient when blocking, but not patient when it matters. Well done blocking that overhead, considering it is actually an overhead on the way back down. Wonderfully done. She has such interesting neutral, and I actually like this matchup because both characters are trying to play neutral. With a lot of other characters I fight, they're just trying to get in. I don't enjoy fighting against, like, Ramlethal or Soul. A little too eager to open you up. I don't need plus frames if I have my hit confirmed. Wonderfully done. I think it's comical seeing him wrapped up into such a small package. Ooh, now that's a setup. Right. Basically can't 5p anyone who's dashing in. And goodbye, Goldlewis. Alright, game face on. I can't be humiliated like this in my own classroom. Catch the backdash. You see, the tech there is to be so bad that I miss. Up and down, up and down. Excellent challenge with the jab there, although again, I need to just basically always confirm that into a 6-8-4. Really? Oh, I guess he had the immunity frames from waking up. Ah, no throw for me. Throwing the match, however, I can do. Super, so I can't burst, right when I got it back. GG, Zika. I think that's our 2 out of 3. Wonderfully done, indeed. Alright. GG's very much. I think I'm gonna go ahead and wind down the stream here. Thank you for your attendance, Ika. Usually you just give the last little bits to anyone on the YouTube side of things, watching the VOD. So, another full week of streaming underneath our belt, and no idea what we'll do tomorrow, but given that we have seen a lot more demand for Guilty Gear lately, who knows? I might just try to drop 2 fighting game streams a week, which for now will be mostly Guilty Gear until I actually start picking up more friends to practice BlazBlue with, as that is another game still on my list of things I'm interested in. I do very much appreciate the games too, Ika. I like having I'll be honest with you. Those Strive tournaments are currently my goal, and I still haven't broken top 8, even though I can go toe-to-toe with a lot of the other top 8 players, so my goal is to fight any of the other fellow VTubers who are very good at the game, and you always give me a good chance to learn. Anytime that you need more Goldlewis tips, I can definitely help, but you seem to be handling him just fine. I hope to rock some more sets with you soon. Well, maybe the issue I have, Ika, is Tourney Panic. I had the conversation about Stage Fright earlier, and definitely I play better when I'm relaxed, but Tourney Panic is currently the bane of my existence. So it all comes down to whether or not I can go ahead and just get more sets in with y'all and download your habits, which I look forward to doing. Maybe fighting game stream tomorrow, and I'm still figuring out what we're doing for next week, but we do have stuff up in the Discord, those of you who want to make your votes. Maybe Inscription. I'm not sure how much I'm going to want to focus on Casey's mod. I do want to get a lot of games under the belt. Lots of plans, and I'll be giving a schedule soon. I'll see if I can actually try to get it out on Sunday this time instead of Monday, so... Thank you all for your attendance. Class is dismissed. Skibbity whoop. Oh, and thank you very much for the faith. Oh, wait. Thank you very much for the faith, Ika. I hope you get high up there too with your biking, since you've definitely caught up.